Point to your camera or the middle camera? Point to your camera, Bill. No, your camera here. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, actually, you start.
No, you always.
You go. Hi, I'm Brittany.
Oh yeah, and then we say the title together, right?
Yeah. Oh, do you want to start a different way since it's season 2?
No.
No, let's
we don't
start
have
a
any
different
time to think about that.
We could just do it.
What could it be?
This.
This is how we're gonna start.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm Brittany.
And I'm Brandon. And welcome to season 2 of
Can We Get a Minute? Hey y'all, how y'all doing? How are you doing?
Yeah, I was gonna say talk to me first.
How
I'm
you
more
doing?
important because I'm right in front of you.
Oh, all right.
I'm doing great, darling. How are you?
I'm doing good.
I have to move because I can't see you. See, that's why I have to put this over here. This is all gonna be in there, by the way.
You can't see me?
Yeah, and I'm like, all right. So yeah, hello, we're back. We took a little hiatus
A little bit.
from season 1 to season 2. No, it was not planned.
Just life happens.
Yeah,
how it
things happen.
normally does.
Things happen.
A lot of traveling, busy with work.
Yeah, definitely.
All the things.
All the things. But we also got some new equipment, as you can see. Yeah. We also got a new recorder, new microphone, and a cloud lifter.
Just for, do it big a little bit.
Yeah, do a little bit bigger, yeah. We're doing big things over here at Can We Get a Minute? Mm-hmm. And we need a minute to discuss some things. So my lovely girlfriend, who now I just discovered is on Reddit.
I mean,
Yes,
just thought
don't
it
say
was
you're
like-
not. You are, boo. You love it.
I
I'm
didn't
not really
know
on
it
Reddit.
was like a thing. I thought it was like I literally only look at the "Am I the a-hole" thing. I didn't know it was
She
like
cussing now, y'all. That's also new in season 2.
We're gonna get to that in a minute, but yeah,
Yeah, so there's this thing called Am I the A-hole? ASS hole on Reddit. And what is it? People write in and just ask, like, what is it?
yeah. So I like to look at the news on Yahoo News pretty much almost every day, and they have I guess articles about people that write in about whatever topic they may be talking about, or I guess a topic that they need help with.
Yeah.
Like advice and like another word or whatever.
Yeah.
And so then it brings you to a Reddit platform thing where it's basically called "Am I the a-hole or not?" So people write in to tell a story, and then at the end of it they're like, "Am I the a-hole, or do you feel like I did wrong or whatever?" And so me and my awesome boyfriend, we love to talk a lot. We love to talk about debates and, our opinions and things like that. So we do the "Am I the a-hole" a lot. And so now we're like, why don't we bring it to the podcast and talk about
How it usually starts is we'll just be at the crib kicking it, or we'll be driving and it'll be quiet for a second. And all you hear is my girl say, "Bill." Yes, Bill. Can we do it? Am I the a-hole?
and then you're always like,
I'm always
yeah,
like,
go for it.
yeah, let's do it. Like, I'm cool with it.
Yeah. So we figured we will incorporate this. How often we gonna do it? Just whenever?
I don't know.
Sometimes? Just sometimes. We'll do.
Stay tuned. We're going to do it when we feel like it. How about
when
that?
we feel like it, right? So today we're gonna start. I'm gonna read an "Am I the a-hole?" and we're gonna talk about it. You ready?
Like fish and spaghetti.
Alrighty. This one is called "Am I the a-hole for telling my fiance she's either with me or against me in this conflict?" So here it is. It is labeled as "not the a-hole," so we'll see. So my fiance, female 24 and male 27, got engaged in May and are currently planning for our wedding in August. It's worth mentioning that I'm the sole earner because my fiance is still in university. I've saved up a decent amount of money to afford the wedding. Thing is, this is what they wrote. Oh, also, these things aren't edited, so I'm just going to read it how it is. But the thing is, her parents get involved in everything, from picking the engagement ring on my behalf to giving opinions on where we should rent. And now my future mother-in-law.
Time out. Hold on for 1 second. picking the engagement ring on my behalf. How's that even possible?
Right. They probably, maybe when he asked for their hand in marriage, they was like, oh, we going to be with you when you get it. Or you better.
Or they were like, this one now.
This one, right.
But go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. And then future mother-in-law is constantly giving me opinions on our wedding. Future mother-in-law would follow up on everything we do and make negative comments on things like the best man, the guest list, and food. She told my fiance she didn't like who I picked to be my best man and wanted me to replace him after a big argument, but I said no. Though my fiance said we should have just done it. Mother-in-law also wanted me to uninvite people I wanted at the wedding so that she could add more guests from her side of the family. I said no to that also. Talk about control. Now the current or biggest conflict between us. Mother-in-law called saying she didn't like the venue we picked, which is in our hometown. She wanted me to reconsider, but I said no since my fiance liked it too. But my fiance came to me yesterday to show me a venue her mom picked and already paid for, saying since she paid for it, then I should say yes this time. I was in shock and I was angry because not only did she not consult us, but the venue she picked is 3 towns away where my brother-in-law, because it's B-I-O, brother-in-law lives. I immediately thought about my disabled parents who cannot travel this distance for health reasons. Besides that, most of my family won't attend because of the distance. I said absolutely not on agreeing to the venue. My fiance said she disagreed with me and I had no right to complain because her mom and dad paid a lot of money for us for this venue as a wedding gift and we should accept it. I calmly explained, what are you doing? I calmly explained why I refused, and she kept on saying I'm refusing on purpose because I hate her mom, and I'm playing cat and mouse with her. I bluntly said to her mom is indeed making this a game and told my fiance she's either with me or against me on this issue. She either backs me up or there won't be any more wedding planning. Talk about ultimatum.
Wow.
She got upset and started crying, asking what she's going to tell her mom and why I was making her choose between me and her parents. But I just feel like she's refusing to see why I don't want this specific venue. So what if her brother lives there? I have never been to that town, so having a wedding just because her mom paid for it is not okay. We haven't talked ever since this argument. My friend called me ungrateful too for turning down a free wedding venue over distance. I can't help but feel future mother-in-law did it purposely.
Purposely for what?
That's all I said. Just did it on purpose because she felt like she could maybe. That's all I said.
I thought that implied that they did it on purpose so they wouldn't get married or something. I thought that's what he was implying. But anyway, you can go ahead. What do you think?
There's a lot of things. First of all, she's 24, he's 27. And I just feel like this can't be the first time. Okay, well, clearly her parents have full control over her, it feels like. You know what I mean? And hopefully they have discussed that because this is our wedding. It's involving nobody else but me and you. You know what I mean? We are the, the people that matter most or whatever. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And so I feel like she does not know how to stand up to her parents. I feel like she's definitely conflicted. I feel like when her mom told her that she was getting the venue, she didn't know how to say no, but also in her mind she's like, oh, we don't got to pay for it, but how do I tell my man this? Like, you know what I mean? But I don't know if that could be a sign that maybe she's not ready to get married. If you I don't know, you got to think for yourself too. I mean, she's 24. That's kind of young.
You love signs, child. You a sign person.
Maybe. I'm just saying.
It's all a sign.
Well,
when I walked in the house, all the lights were off. That means all the lights are off in my life. It's a sign.
No, you making stuff up. But no, I definitely feel for him. He's definitely not the a-hole. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know about the ultimatum. I just feel like just tell her, yo, we're not doing that. I don't think an ultimatum is needed, though. Either, what'd he say? You're either on my side or we're not going to wedding plan no more.
Yeah, but she's not on his side.
I just feel like they need to just really.
That's why
really,
he
like,
moved forward to the
discuss
ultimatum.
with it. Well, I guess.
Because he discussed with her, like, it said he talked to her, like,
Yeah.
yo, like, you need to stand up to your mom or whatever. And she said to him, well, you need to be okay with this because my mom is paying.
Yeah, nah.
And so that's why he gave the ultimatum.
Yeah, but they did this after he already figured out everything. So yeah,
What do you mean after he figured out everything?
didn't he already have everything in mind? Yeah, he already put money aside. I don't know if he actually.
Put money down on the venue?
Yeah, I don't know if he actually did that, but he just had everything.
Yeah.
Like in order. Yeah, I don't like that at all. And
Yeah,
he's definitely not the a-hole.
Yeah, I agree. That's insane. I mean,
Yeah.
it's nice that she was going to pay. I think that's pretty awesome. But you picked a place that no one can go to or his family can't go to.
But what is up with the mom just thinking she can just have full reign or opinion over everything? Like, you do know that I asked for you to give your daughter away
Yeah.
to me,
Yeah.
not for you to still have your hand in everything.
So this reminds me of a situation. Well, not it's not a situation. But this reminds me of me and you.
What?
So I'm going to tell the audience. Me and my lovely girlfriend over here to my left, my co-host of Can We Get a Minute?
I'm Brittany.
We always talked about like what we would do for our wedding, and we both agreed that we would have something small. But you apparently have always talked to your mom, obviously, for years and years about your wedding and your dream wedding and wanting to do certain things. And now you switched to let's do something smaller. And you told me that your mother was like, I don't think you really want to do that. You shouldn't do that. I don't think you want to do that. And you were like, no, I want to do it. Like, it's cool. And that always led me to believe that, were you just agreeing with me just to agree to me? But you assured me that you weren't, right?
Right.
Okay, good. I'm just confirming. So when I was talking to my sister about us, I was talking to them about you, obviously. I talk about you all the time. And she was asking me like, oh, so whenever you guys do get married, like, where's it going to be? Like, what are your plans? Like, have you thought about that or whatever? And I was like, yeah, we talked about it together. I haven't thought about it by myself, but we talked about it together. And I told them the whole story about what we agreed and the whole, thing. Mm-hmm. And my little sister was like, but what if like her mom is like adamant about it? And like, what if she says like, I'll pay for it if you have something bigger? Mm. She was like, what would you do then? And I said the same thing I said to you. I'm like, yo, I would rather have something smaller, but if you really want something bigger, then I would obviously want to give you what you wanted. You know what I mean? So we would try to figure it out. And then if your mom was like, I'll pay, and I'll be like, well, all right. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, maybe I wouldn't be like, all right. I don't know. But I'd be like, if that's what you really want, then okay, sure. Like, you know what I mean? So it just reminds me of that.
But I've had a lot of conversations with her since then, and she definitely is fully aware that we'll have a small wedding.
And she's cool with it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think it was just at the time that I've always talked about like a regular wedding, not like an intimate wedding.
Yeah.
And she was like, "What intimate? What? You're not gonna invite who? You know."
Shout out to Mama Turner.
Yeah.
Oh, my camera.
But my parents are not on that level at all.
Yeah, I know.
So, yeah, no.
I was gonna say my parents wouldn't even be. My mom wouldn't say anything, and then my dad would make a suggestion, and then he goes, "But y'all do what y'all want, like whatever y'all want to do, y'all do what y'all want."
Yeah.
That's literally as far as it would go, and my mom would just be quiet, like, "Mom, what do you think?" She'd be like,
"Oh my gosh." My dad would be quiet. He'd be like, "Just tell me, whatever time to be there." But no, of course I'm a girl, so I always talk about my mom about wedding stuff and wedding dresses and different ideas and all that. But yeah, no, it's always, and she's always asking me questions about what we want or whatever. And
that's an easy one. He is not the a-hole. Her mom is tripping.
Yeah, that's wild. But what do you think
the ultimatum
he should do? Like it's like, what do you do if you're with somebody that's like, well, my mom paid for it, so like your mom is being controlling? Like, no. So
you do agree with the ultimatum? Because at first you were like, I don't know about that, but it got to that point.
It did get to that point, but like, yeah, like you can't just pay for, and I could be wrong, but I don't think you can get your money back for a wedding venue. I don't think there's once you put the deposit down. Yeah, but
it depends on the state, the venue. It really
Yeah.
all depends. But more than
But-
likely, you're right now.
Yeah, but like, yeah, I just feel like what was I about to say? I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah. For her to just buy the venue and not consult them at all, I don't think that's cool either. Like,
So you agree with the ultimatum?
no,
My boo don't like.
I
Yeah, something
just
y'all need to
feel
know. My boo
like-
does not like ultimatums, yo.
I just feel like they need to just continue talking about it, like, or be mad, or
But
I
they
don't
did
know.
that, boo.
Yeah, but okay, what? So like the whole thing is off. I mean, I just think they need to figure it out because this is our wedding. We agreed on our hometown. Your mom just did it because she felt like it. That's not okay.
But they
she needs to
discussed.
put her foot down.
They discussed, and the female, the bride, said, "We're going what my mom did because she paid." After they discussed, so that's it. She's trying to put her foot down, and then he put his foot down right back with the ultimatum. So I think the ultimatum is necessary, honestly, because he did try to talk to her. Like, hey, we agreed on this. My whole family can't come. Like, what's up with the family? That's why I think some of these stories, I feel like something's missing. Because there's no way.
I always got questions.
Yeah, there's no way your future wife, your fiance, is just cool with your family not being able to show up because it's too far.
Yeah.
Like, your family can't show up? Oh, well, we good. My family will be there. Like, nobody in their right mind
No.
would be okay with that.
Yeah, like if that was me, I was like, Mom, like, God forbid. Well, I don't want to talk about that. But I was, because I don't, words
I know,
matter.
boo, I know.
But it's just like she should have been like, Mom, like his parents are disabled.
Yeah, like, they can't pull up.
Right.
We got to pick this venue.
Literally, they
What
can't.
is wrong with you?
Literally, they can't pull up.
They can't roll up.
So it's like, but we agree. Yeah, I don't like that. That's weird. Some people got issues with families and being controlling, and I don't know what he gonna do. But
Ultimatum, baby.
He ain't the a-hole though. So that
Yeah, he
means to
definitely
cancel the whole thing.
She's not going to do that, though. She's not going to do that. The bride is not. That's.
What would you do? Just say okay? If that was
No.
you,
Oh, if that was me in the situation, and I talked to you, and you
And
said,
I
no,
said-
it's this venue,
yeah,
and my family can't go at all,
I can't go.
to make you happy,
For whatever
honestly, to
reason.
make you happy, I would try everything in my power to make sure my family is there. But if they absolutely cannot go to that venue, then I would have to put my foot down. I wouldn't do an ultimatum.
You wouldn't call off the engagement?
No, this is what I would threaten. I'd be like, I will not show up, and you can get married alone. Your dad's going to walk you down the aisle to nobody.
Wow.
And my uncle is going to marry us, and my uncle won't be there either. So the pastor won't be there. Only people who's going to be there is you and your mama and your family.
Are we still like splitting the cost of the wedding, or what
There
is
you
that?
go. As long as you pay, I'll be the
That's
bride
funny.
and the groom.
Not the bride and the groom.
All right, read the next one.
Okay.
We got another one.
Am I the a-hole for not giving my boyfriend a bigger allowance? She is labeled not the a-hole. Despite everything getting better, sometimes they just like pre-do it. I don't know.
This one caught my interest because a bigger allowance. Why does he
Yeah.
have an allowance?
Period. Right.
Just go
Your
ahead.
boyfriend?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is this?
Despite everything
Punk.
getting better, my 30-year-old boyfriend, my 30 male boyfriend, 29. I don't know, but obviously it's two people.
He's either 29 or 30, y'all. Go ahead.
Yeah. Boyfriend lost his job last month when the store he was working at finally went under. We took a look at our finances and can support us by we took a look at our finances and I can support us by myself, though things would be a bit tight. My boyfriend asked if he could try and see if he could accomplish his dream becoming a YouTuber podcaster. I said yes for 6 months. If he can show that he made a decent amount of money in 6 months, great.
Wow.
Right. You just getting started at that point. He can continue to do it, and I'll support him. If not, it has to become a side job, and he has to get something that pays better. He agreed to these terms. Now, he has been busting his A, and it hasn't been a full month yet. But clearly, he's trying. He posts every day. He podcasts every day. He consistently edits and records and do all those things, as well as pay for favors. He's hustling. The issue is that I gave him a weekly allowance to have fun with it. It's not a lot. It's only $50 a week. And that's what we can afford at the moment. Now, let me make this very clear. All the bills are paid. There's food in the house. There's gas in the cars. Everything is covered. This $50 is entirely for fun. However, he says it's not enough. He needs more in order to go out with the boys and get drunk and order lunch, etc. I need more. I also give myself a $50 a week limit. But I'm more so on the nerdy side. I like cooking with my friends and hanging out and doing game nights, stuff like that. My boyfriend prefers bars and clubs with his friends. I told him no, that it would cut more into our budget when things are already tight. But he said it wasn't fair that I was able to have fun and enjoy myself in a way I wanted to and still have money left over for video games and drinks. Since I don't buy them that often, my allowance is built up. While his is gone every week. Am I the a-hole here? No. First of all, no. First of all, you actually are the a-hole for even giving your boyfriend an allowance, period. Now you're a bigger a-hole for not wanting to make it bigger. It's all weird.
Super.
You're the a-hole because of the root of it should have never been an allowance to begin with. If y'all living together, like...
This is super weird. Time out. What?
So
This is just so many. There's so much to this. Okay, so they're not engaged or married. They're boyfriend and girlfriend, and they're living together. So that's mistake number one.
Super mistake.
And that kind of throws everything off.
It does.
But I'm trying to think. Okay, so if me and you were living together.
I lost my job.
No, I lost my job.
Oh, okay.
And you were giving me an allowance. Okay. This is just me now.
You got DoorDash?
That's what I'm saying. This is just me now. I would feel super weird accepting an allowance like I'm a child from you. Mm-hmm. And I would be like, no, I'll just do my YouTube podcasting thing and I'll have a part-time job hustling somewhere to make my own money so I can go out with my boys alone. Mm-hmm. Like I'll DoorDash, like you said, DoorDash or do whatever. Mm-hmm. Pick up a little job, work at the corner, do something.
At the corner store.
Yeah, like stay on the corner and beg for money. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I don't want to take an allowance from you. But if I was comfortable enough to take money from you, I wouldn't feel comfortable enough to ask you for more. But if I was comfortable enough to ask you for more, is she the a-hole for saying no? No, she's not the a-hole.
I don't think she's the a-hole. I feel like this is grind time. You shouldn't even be doing all that anyway. You trying to do your dream and be a podcaster and do a YouTube. Then it's like, and like the bills are paid, everything's cool. You need to be hustling harder. You shouldn't be worried about your friends and going out drinking to the club.
Yeah, me and you are podcasting.
YouTubers.
YouTube. It's on YouTube. Oh yeah, this podcast is on YouTube and it's on every single one of your favorite podcast listening platforms. So we're doing that as well, and we both work.
Right.
I guess he's trying to do it full time, but I have no sympathy for this dude. I worked a full-time job and was a wedding filmmaker for years. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So.
And then.
It's just weird that it's an allowance. Like, that's just, I don't know, man.
And then I also think it's weird that she was like, well, you got 6 months. If you blow up, cool. If you don't, then you got to get a job. Like, it's not a thing that you can have control over where it's like, all right, I got a couple months to blow up. No.
Well, I don't think she meant it as blow up. I think she just meant it as.
Well, to make money off of it. Yeah, whatever.
Well, you don't have to blow up to make money. Just pulling in some sort of income.
But it takes longer than 6 months.
For some people,
unless you have a viral video, well, not necessarily viral, but if you have a video that blow up to where you can hit those points that will allow you to get paid by Google.
Yeah. Or, I mean, he could build up a little following on his podcast, go to local businesses and get advertising, get money to advertise local businesses or something. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I think it's a thing where if he's pulling in some sort of money from it, she'll allow him, which is crazy to say, but she'll allow him to keep going. You know what I'm saying? If he's pulling in something. Mm-hmm. But I I don't know, bro. He to me, she's not the a-hole.
No, I don't think she's the a-hole.
That's weird,
but
too.
she was the a-hole for doing it from the gate. They're both the a-hole for moving in. Can we just say that? God don't want you moving in with nobody if you ain't married. Y'all talking about allowances and stuff.
They're
what?
not an a-hole, though, Boo.
They're not an a-hole? I'm sorry.
She takes that back, y'all. Forgive her.
I take that back.
Yeah, they're not an a-hole. But I agree with you, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't. That's why it's hairy. You can't. You got to be on your own, bro. Because if he was on his own, then he would have to get some sort of job and do his thing on the side.
He should look at it from that viewpoint. Like, if he was alone, like, what would he do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that's nutty. Mm-hmm. Just get a part-time job and do your thing.
Mm-hmm. And how is he okay with just living off his girlfriend anyway? Just weird. She's literally holding down the house. You have a woman that's holding down the house, paying all the bills, which is okay. But then they say, I need more so I can go to the club and hang with my boys.
Go to the club, hang out with my boys. Wait, so, okay, but what would you say if they were married? Would your opinion change at all?
Okay, if they were married, I think that she needs to be honest with her husband about, you're supposed to be grinding. I don't think that should be the focus.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They need to get their priorities in order. That's all.
Definitely priorities. It's like, bruh, like, you want to go out with your boys? Like, what? Well, or do this. Why don't you just go out every other week? Save up $100. No, okay, but here's the thing, though. An allowance when you're married is ridiculous to me. I think that's ridiculous. An allowance.
Or maybe, well, I wouldn't get too caught up in the terminology. I think it's just like, here's the money that we both can have fun with, which is what we talked about. I wouldn't get too caught up in the word.
You got to get caught up in the word. It sounds like we're talking about the Bible. You got to get caught up in the word.
Well,
no, but you have to get caught up in that word allowance.
You do need to get caught up in the word also.
Facts, yeah, obviously. But I'm saying for this word, you have to get caught up in the word allowance, in my opinion, because here's why. Because she's giving him money. So if you don't want to use the word allowance, you can use, I don't know, whatever.
But she gets the same amount to have fun with. She said that in the thing. I also get $50 a week to have fun with my money, to have fun with whatever I want to do.
So I guess that's their amount that they get. Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess that's
you know
true.
what I mean?
So yeah, okay, I see what you're saying.
If it was one-sided, then it's just like, what?
Yeah. Okay,
yeah,
I feel that. That's true. Yeah, I forgot she said that. Dang, so yeah, she's not the a-hole then. Either way.
No, she's not the a-hole. But since we're on the topic of things, being married or whatever, you know who Tabitha Brown is?
Tabitha Brown?
Yeah.
No.
She's like a reality person on YouTube and whatever. She's in a couple shows. But anyway, a big news broke for her last week that she posted on her YouTube video that she's retiring her husband from the LAPD. And everybody went crazy about that. Because he worked as a police officer for 15 years. She's been, doing social media stuff, getting paid or whatever. She's in a couple TV shows, and she now makes enough money to have to like that can afford the whole household and them. You know what I mean? And everybody, it was really divided. Like, and I didn't think anything was wrong with it, but people on the other side just felt like a woman's retiring her man, like he should feel weird about that and all this, that, and the third. And the one thing that I did catch in the comment, I'm a comment reader, y'all, is that
she said that every other week, Joe.
I love reading
in
comments.
Season 1.
is that Diego running around? I'm sorry.
Josh, she love looking at her camera, Joe.
I'm sorry. Yeah. So, people in the comments were just more like, there's a whole lot of single people talking about what these married people are doing. I don't see anything wrong with it. Her retiring her. I mean, I could see how they might get caught up in the wording, but it's like they just felt like it should have been like the other way around. That like, I'm retiring my wife. It sounds better, I guess, from the culture. You know what I mean? Versus her saying, I'm retiring my husband after 15 years of being in LAPD. I don't see anything wrong with it. Why work when you don't have to? But also she talked about how this is his opportunity to now like fulfill another dream and do all those things. You know what I mean? Apparently their goal was 5 years to have him in there, and that she said that I'm gonna make sure that I blow up or whatever. But it took 10 more years, so it's 15, and now he quit. You know what I mean? And just a lot of people just hating on him. What are your thoughts?
I don't think there's anything wrong with that at all.
Yeah,
they're married.
Yeah,
She's a successful,
Influencer
TV
for
star,
whatever, yeah.
YouTuber, whatever she does. Like, I think that's awesome.
yeah,
Now, I understand from a guy's point of view, like, you feel kind of, what is it? It's like unmasculine. What is the term I'm looking for?
yeah, you're right.
That your wife is sitting you down. That's what people in Georgia say. That's what my boy says.
Wow.
I'm trying to sit my old lady down. So she's sitting her old man down.
I think old lady is like so funny.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
She's sitting him down, but I don't think there's anything wrong with it. But I do, if he feels kind of weird about it, I mean, I would definitely feel weird about it, but that should motivate him to go out and whatever he really likes,
Yeah.
put his all into that. But
Yeah.
there's nothing wrong with that. I think that's awesome.
And then she went on to talk about how he sacrificed all this after 15 years. You know, he had to lay his life down. She was scared half the time because he's a police officer.
Yeah.
And just all of that like they had to go to like endure as a family.
Yeah.
And now she's like, now it's my turn to have. You know what I mean? Like it's like
Yeah.
he sacrificed for us. Now I'm sacrificing for us.
Yeah.
Like,
No,
there's nothing wrong.
100%.
Like they're married. Like a lot of people don't understand. Like you're one. Like I don't.
That's
get
another
that.
thing too. Like he's a cop, which is a very dangerous job, especially
Yeah.
in today's day and age.
Yeah.
So I would 100%
Yeah.
be cool with that. I don't have to
Yeah.
be a cop no more. Mm-hmm. I can go do something else.
Yeah.
Like, nah, definitely. That's nutty. Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
But I do, if he felt some type of way, I do understand that notion though.
Yeah.
But
you know,
but it's not like I would turn it down.
Yeah.
Like would you sit me down, boo?
Yeah. It's like, well, you don't gotta work no more if you had like a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
It's like, look how much money we're making now.
Yeah.
We don't have to do whatever you
Just
do.
go out
Like,
and do something fun.
Yeah, go out and do or dream again. That's what that's what
Now,
that's what she told her husband to now dream again.
Yeah, I would feel some type of way if, like, for her, on her end, if he was just like sleeping until 1, kicking it, playing
But yeah,
video
but he's not,
games.
though. Yeah.
I'd be like, all right, like, you should do something. Take a shower, my guy. But like,
yeah, that's not the case.
yeah, that's not the case. But like, yeah, that's insane. People,
People love talking about other people's marriages, and they're not even. You never even been asked to be married. Like what?
it's about what works for you two. It's not about
Yeah.
what society says, what your friends say. It's about what works for
Right.
y'all. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's ridiculous. That's nutty.
I know. So yeah, y'all.
Yeah.
It's wild.
So that was the first ever episode of season 2.
Hopefully
We're
y'all
back
liked it.
in full effect,
Let us know down below in the comments.
or
Can Spotify do
to
comments?
the side,
Or email us. You know.
or email.
Whatever floats your boat. Let us know if y'all like the Am I the A-hole segment.
And email us at canwegettaminute@gmail.com. And go listen to us in your cars. Go watch us on YouTube. Go follow my Instagram, The All Black King, or Heath Film and Photo. My shorty don't have an Instagram because I told her not to have one and she listened.
What?
Huh?
Child, please. I ain't never had one.
Yeah, she never had one. She's not really an Instagram person. But thank you for listening to our show. I am Brandon.
I'm Brittany.
Take care. Goodbye. You pointing at your camera or the middle camera? Point to your camera. No, your camera here.